Gail from Clear Lake has a question about damaged ductwork.
I feel like I do Yosemite Sam here. He's got varmints in the attic.
Ew.
So
Ew.
Gail writes, I mean to tell you.
What kind of varmints?
They've chewed through her attic ductwork.
Oh.
Now condensation is leaking through my ceiling, she writes to us, Tom. She says the AC system is 2 years old and the ductwork is older and is not hung from the rafters, but it's kind of laying on the attic floor. She wants to know, what can she do short of replacing all that ductwork to stop this problem?
Well, first off, to stop the problem, you get rid of the varmints.
Well, that goes without saying.
Okay. But no, I'm going to say it anyway, because that is the problem. But as far as what you can do, I guess you can put some duct tape on there for a little while. But the bottom line is this. You have to replace the ducts if they did some real damage. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody wants to fix something without fixing something, but it's got to be fixed. And they have an inner lining and an exterior lining on this flex duct. It has insulation on the inside that keeps it from sweating. Putting a piece of tape here and there, if it's a little rip, you get by for a little while. It's also in the attic where it gets really hot, so the heat tears that duct tape up. It's not going to last long. And it's just going to have to be replaced. Whether it's laying on the floor of the attic, which is fine, as long as it's a straight line. If it's kinked somewhere, that's what you got to be careful with. Even if it's hung from the rafters, there's still going to find a place to chew it up if you've got critters in your attic. So one way or the other, if you want to hang it, fine, but it's not going to stop the problem until you get rid of the critters.
Kinky ducks.
Kinky ducks.
That'd be a good name for a rock band. So you couldn't change out just a section of that ductwork?
Sure, but you still replace that piece.
Okay.
You don't have to replace all
the whole
ductwork.
run.
No, you could go ahead and splice a piece in with some couplings, but you can't just... I don't want you to just try to tape it up unless it's just temporary. You do have to replace the damaged ductwork.
There's a reason they call it rigging. Now, by the way, one last thing. On this, her ducts are laying on the floor. Is that where they ought to be, or would you suspend the ducts? Well,
doesn't matter. As long as it's straight. A lot of guys don't want to put them on the floor because people go up there and walk on them and squish them.
Okay.
But if nobody's walking on it and it's straight run and it's clean, I don't have a problem one way or the other. In fact, it's laying down on the insulation, so it's actually a little more probably well protected than hanging up into the attic in the hot air.
There you go. And if you want more answers to your questions, you go ahead and send them to us. Use the Ask Tom form there at HomeShowRadio.com. We'll answer them just like that, just like these videos over here.